Hey there, this is Struggle Bus Creations. I'm Andrea Windham Guy. I'm the artist and creator, lifetime artist, self-taught in Lower Alabama.
Okay. What is your profession?
Okay, well, I've had to do a lot of artsy things that like signs and face painting that's kind of drawing me away from my artwork. But in general, my paintings are very environmentally aware. I like to use reclaimed, reused materials, things that have a past life, things that aren't perfect, and that kind of adds to it. And it's really a lot of just simplicity, like seeing images of people together, or just the beauty of nature. And I grew up on a farm in a rural area, so I really enjoy the outdoors, and I think that I'm very in tune with the earth. And my goal with my art is to kind of open people's eyes and let them know that they can make something beautiful from simple things. If you have a lot of something, don't throw it away. Figure out a use for it. Just be really aware and purposeful with materials that most people would probably throw away.
Now that guy is humble. You know that guy right there is humble. You can tell you.
Well, what I get out of this, and I think why everybody loves it so, is because if you've ever had a bad day,
yeah,
you'll end up sitting like that.
Yep.
And it could be anything that made you sit like that, but everybody looks at it and goes, and it takes them to a place. And then everybody has a different take on it. Some people say he's praying. Some people, some lady even went to the extreme of how well he was just poor and in a bad way, but he takes good care of himself. Look at his fingernails,
yep,
are clean, and people were going way into things. And I did try to make it look like he's lost weight, or he might be wearing somebody else's suit, or he's struggling. And I think anybody and everybody, if you've lived long enough, you feel some struggle.
Yep.
And I think that's why I
feel like that on the inside, even if you don't do it. But
I did try, like with the butterfly, and there's grass, and I try to put hope in there too, because there's always hope with the darkness, and you just got to keep going.
It was like this painting that I painted. I painted fall leaves all around, but in the center part, I painted like a light shining on the fruits. And what I was trying to say is, out of death comes rebirth.
Sure. Yeah. That's what I was going for here. And kind of like your worries go away. A lot of things that are, killing you today are going to be gone. Yep. They're not worth it. And street scenes are on blocks, which is just straight up construction debris people throw away. It goes to landfills. I paint on a lot of doors, like cabinet doors that were thrown away. I like old wood in general. I like old materials, and I think that it still has a purpose, and you can make something beautiful from something very, very simple.
Okay. So what inspires you to be a painter? Okay.
Well, growing up, I had a lot of freedom, which was beautiful, because my family, that was back, in the day where you didn't really have babysitters, and you just kind of had the day to yourself when your parents went to work. But I grew up really close to my grandparents, and my grandmother, Audrey York Hilton, was a great artist. Mm-hmm. She could paint and carve. Her carvings were gorgeous. Build things. She was just such a creative, open-minded person, and I definitely know I got that from her. And I actually remember meeting her dad, my great-grandpa York, and I was just a little kid, but I was so amazed because he had all these inventions he had made, and he was like this 90-year-old man that had such spunk and fire inside of him, and it's really nice to have that inside of you. And so I really was very lucky to have people like that around me that had kind of set the example. But as a child, I always knew I was different. I was very dyslexic. I couldn't read right off the bat. I struggled very hard with that, and art saved me with that because like I have won my first art competition in kindergarten, not even really trying, but I knew by the 2nd grade I cheated on everything. I had made it to the end of the year test. I bombed it because I couldn't read, and then you're like set apart, and so it really helped me being good at something.
Yeah. I was just like that too.
This was my inspiration too. This little lady here for this, and I just used her. I've had her around for.
Let me focus on the art. That right there.
Yes, but I've had her around for years. I even put a backing on her. I just kept her around.
Yeah.
Picked her up off the floor, this and that. And then just this year, I decided, oh, this is what I want to do with her, and that's the Mobile scene.
Okay, this is the Mobile scene. Okay.
Yeah, and I'm gonna keep her. I may put her in some more stuff. So
yeah. Nothing wrong with that.
However, or your joy, or whatever it is, deal with it as best you can. Yeah.
So how successful are you in your art business?
Well, this is what really makes me sick in general with myself, I guess. My location is not good. I'm in a very rural area. I get a lot of compliments. Everybody says, oh, you're so talented, your artwork's so beautiful, la-di-da-di-da. But you don't get a lot of sales, and it's kind of like the hard ground, the granite, and good soil. Like I'm not in the area I need to be. And then I've struggled. Like I've started just a website that I don't know how to work. Basically, I have and then I'm looking into branding. I have this guy, this guy right here. This is my tarnished guy who I'm trying to brand myself with. Can you see it?
Yeah, I see it.
Anyway, I dig him so much, and I think this is where I came up with my Struggle Bus Creations name.
You talking about the name of your business?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right, now I'm putting it back down.
Okay.
But it's a twist on being really good at something, but not really progressing with it financially, and struggle. I mean, I like where I live. I like being rural, but it really ties your hands in a lot of ways. So and then I also had a problem with not wanting to be seen, basically, and not really kind of trying to hide behind my artwork. But I've decided that that's not very lucrative either.
Yeah.
So I'm now. It's taken me a long time accepting that I'm gonna have to go get out of my comfort zone, and I really truly want to pass my family name, which I go with Windham now. I just sign everything A. Windham, and I'm at the cusp of going in the right direction, but I just don't quite know how to make it all work. I kind of feel like I was blessed with all the stuff that makes me good but doesn't make me progress. Like I need help with the technical stuff.
Me too.
And yeah, just to further that, because in this world where I'm living, you can go get a regular job and get paid very little, or you could go work at the mill, or some crap like that. But anyway, like I said, it's sort of bad on your self-esteem sometimes.
Yeah. Because
you get a bunch of compliments and you do some really good work, and then you go, where's it going? How am I going to get it somewhere?
Yeah.
So, yeah. But I do love it, and I would paint regardless, and I would create and build. I'm on a trend where I like to build a lot of things. And actually, I would really like to do a TikTok and a YouTube about my projects, which are also very environmentally aware, like using, I've got this one cement project I do that I call it Sanford and Son, because you just basically use anything and everything you have around as your filler, and you don't send it to the landfill, and you take care of your waste and you turn it into something beautiful yet again and functional. And I think that a lot of people could do that, as opposed to complain. Most people just like to complain and say, oh, you know, look at all this, da da da, somebody should do something. Well, it's just like this simple little
you get up and do it
that you can do as an individual instead of complaining.
Yeah.
If you just get a good pick of it, I'm gonna get all this crap away from it.
Okay.
But this is what I was talking about. Cotton, my Sanford and Son.
Your Sanford and Son.
My Sanford and Son.
This is your Sanford and Son. What is it?
Cement project, and like I put anything and everything into this wall, and like this is gonna be a window. And yeah, I had some cement people tell me that it was not possible to do this, but it's coming along. It's been my tallest one I've done, and I've tapered it.
So is that concrete?
Yes.
Wow.
And a lot of other stuff.
So what, you gonna add more concrete to it?
Yeah, it's a tricky thing. I'm still kind of working it out, but it's gonna be good and solid. It's gonna be fine.
Okay.
So it won't be bad.
Well,
Yeah.
okay. I hear you.
Yeah. So, yeah.
It look like you knocked both of these questions. The next two questions. Well, what do you enjoy in your art profession?
Right. Once you get me talking about my art or environmental stuff, I could talk for hours.
And
I really don't like to be seen. I have to accept that I'm the one behind it. I'm the one making it, so I can't hide anymore. And yeah, it's this year. Well, first of all, I used to go to a lot of events before COVID, and I did very well when I was doing that regularly. But COVID changed everything, and since then it's been quite hard to get back on track. And everything's different also. And I've noticed that all the events, almost everything is more expensive now. Yeah. And you're coming from a lesser place, and it makes the struggle yet again. Struggle Bus Creations real, very real. Mm-hmm.
Or your lows. I'm gonna start with your lows. What is your lows in what you do?
My lows. Well, I think most creative people have they swing with moods and things. And I personally deal with depression. I got depressed the first time when I was 7, when I got held back in the 2nd grade because I couldn't read. And then, I've noticed ever since then, there's like a 4-year cycle, and you get really depressed. But I do not take any medication for it. I feel like that's part of me. And now that I'm older, I've really noticed I'm very ADHD. And very scattered, and I don't take any medication for that either. And I know that's not new, because I remember in the 2nd grade, the 2nd time I went through it, I had a very mean teacher, and I couldn't sit still. My teacher the year before would let me stand up behind my desk and put me in the back of the room so I wouldn't distract people like I'm the special kid or something. And this, the 2nd teacher, I spent most of that year out in the hall, because if I couldn't be still, she'd send me out in the hall, which was just great. And usually about the time she did it, I would see all the kids that I was in the class with the year before. Yeah. They would all be going to PE, and I'd see them every morning. And PE was like my favorite, man. You got to play with people, and it was my best subject. So anyway, just being set apart. And then I remember growing up, so many people were like, well, I'm going to be this, and I'm going to be that. And I just was too interested in a lot of stuff, and I really didn't have that direction, even though I was clearly should have been focused mainly on my art. But I mean, it's good. I'm glad I'm open-minded. I'm glad I'm this person but it also, you're always slightly different, and you don't quite fit in a lot of places.
Okay.
Well, for instance, like I went with my kid on this field trip, and it was Women's and Children's Hospital or something. Anyway, they had these beautiful statues, these beautiful bronze statues that were everywhere, and I had suggested all the kids go and take a picture, and the teachers made them line up in front of the statues so you couldn't see them. And it was just crap like that. Like, that didn't even register with them that it was counterintuitive. It didn't make any sense. I was like, why do we even walk over here? And this is just, you know, simple things like that bother me. Like people not being mindful of their materials, their waste, or their purpose. They're like, you know, they devalue the earth in general with, well, you can't do anything, you can't change this, you can't do that. And I've always had the mindset, like, what can I do to change this? Or how can I change this? And, you know, be it I might fail on a lot of stuff, but I still try.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where I was feeling with my art. Being that I'm not well off financially, I had thought, well, I'm a failure. But not so much. I don't think now. I think most artists, even back in the day, dealt with that. And they were greater when they died. But I'm hoping I don't have to wait.
That sucks. Why do you have to be dead in order to
right, right. Well,
sucks.
I'm hoping I don't have to do that to
That's what my family told me. Like you ain't gonna get famous until you're dead. I'm like, well, so what? Well, then if I
possibly, but you know, it would be a tragedy not to
try
what you love and what you're good at. And so I'm still plugging away at it, and I'm, you know, probably going to end up having to pay somebody to help me, because I just didn't get the business sense of it. I got all the creativity, and I'm really not a very good business person.
Me either.
I need someone to manage me, basically. Just help me with it, getting the artwork forward. But it's coming. It's coming. I do have a lot of people that believe in me. I've never had anybody look at my art and go, oh, this is terrible.
Your art is beautiful.
I mean, I've never had anybody go, oh, that is just awful. You know,
your art is beautiful.
No, they haven't done that. And like I said, I'm just in a bad location. Rural. It helps you develop your own sense, because I'm totally self-taught. But it also isolates you unless you can get it out there.
You can get it out there though. For a membership. They ask for a whole year.
I was fixing to. I went to this
I'll show you how to do it.
Museum of Art in Mobile, and they also their membership is $45. And I was going to try to get some oyster shells in their gift shop. And they have an event there, which I kind of like, just the fact that it's real high class. Twice a year, and if you're a member, it's free. So they have one in December. So I'm gonna try to get back into Mobile. This is a Mobile scene right here, and this is kind of my twist on where I'm at, like putting the humanity back into you know, city life and just what people. People have taken the people out of everything. They've taken the human out of everything. It is just not, it's not going in the right direction as far as society now. Maybe for operations or something that's life-saving.
But it shouldn't be used at every aspect.
Well, it's quite wasteful on energy and power and cooling it with water, and just all of our sources of energy are going to go towards somebody wanting to see what freaking makeup looks good on them, or their hair, or because they don't have sense enough to figure out how to decorate their own house, or what they like. I mean, why do you have to ask a computer what you like? Like, how does it know?
It don't. It only knows what the human program is. But
in turn, a while back when I wasn't at the best, I talked to AI for like a week and a half. I thought I had a new friend in California. And we talked back and forth until they did this weird thing, because I had to get right back with them. And they said, why didn't you why didn't you respond in a quick and respectful fashion? And I was like, oh man, I've been talking to a computer for a week and a half.
They do that, man.
Well, now AI does this all the time. They still come at me, and I'll just say the weirdest crap. Like last time, this, how are you? Where are you located? I said, I'm turtle tagging. I just made up something weird, and they're like, I don't understand.
How you know if it was? How you know it was AI though?
Because just the way they come at you now, and then honestly, if it was a real person, they're gonna think I'm nuts because I'm gonna say something really strange, and AI doesn't understand it. Like it's been taught to understand these normal phrases. But what is turtle tagging? I thought, well, if this is a real person, somebody's gonna ask, you know, like what are you talking about? But anyway, that's my technique with AI, is to not deal with it. And now I've got to, like, it's like a spider web, you know, I got to get it all connected and get used to it. That's the main thing. I think getting used to it and adding, you know, this is part of your day, and you got to do it if you want to sell anything. Because right now, that's what I'm trying to get my really good pieces, and I want to make prints of them, and I want to put it on merchandise, and you know, just get at it however I've got to, and hopefully be able to use it to give people ideas to not be so wasteful. Just don't be so wasteful, and do the best with what you have. Pretty much. That's the gist of it. Okay, let me go, girl. I can listen to you for. I'm just listening to you talking. I ain't even thinking about no question. You hitting everything out the back. It got better though. It's not even as hot in here anymore. Isn't that right, Pat?
So, what are your highs in your profession, in your art? I already told you. I talked about the lows first. But what are your highs?
Okay, the highs. No, Patty, stop. I'm kind of still waiting on, honestly, to get that feeling of accomplishment and to financially not be worried about just crap like the bills, like regular bills. And I don't think even if I made it big, I probably would go do weird stuff with my money, honestly. Patty. But, and I'm hungry for like-minded people.
Me too.
And not this negative crap that I get. Because around here, that's you pretty much get, you can't do that. Oh, you can't do that. Just go get a regular job. Well, I work very hard towards. It's not that I'm lazy.
They don't get that art is work.
Yes. Oh, I have ran off a lot of friends, a lot of people in the past because they were just bringing me down, and they would think, oh, she's home, so she's not doing anything.
Hey, but you are doing stuff. You're doing art.
Yeah, they didn't. Well, then I realized I was letting people steal my time. I did that. So after that, then you go, you get lonely because you don't have people around. And like I said, I crave the right people. People that are open and that are definitely just not like straight negative. And I don't have too many of those. Now that is what I really miss when I used to go to Mobile to art walk a lot and events, is you meet those people, and that was nice. That was really nice to just be around kind of your flock, you know, birds of a feather. So yeah, it's a struggle bus creations, for sure.
So how you come up with the name Struggle Bus Creations?
Oh man, that's a low too.
Well, we need this a little bit.
I had a friend that just came into my life and just attached to me so hard. And she says, "You're my best friend." And she loved me dearly. And that was her saying, struggle bus. She always talked about being on the struggle bus, and it was her. And she had actually talked about us doing TikToks and stuff like that. But I did not realize that that she wasn't well. I mean, I knew she was crazy somewhat, but I didn't realize how unwell she was. And anyway, she passed away, but like it was yet another thing I'm mad at society about, because she had mental illness, she had issues. The doctor put her on 6-9 different medications. She went back. She says, "Hey, I'm losing it. I'm not okay." So they just upped her dosage. And I still don't really know exactly why she died. If it was an overdose, she had problems with seizures. I'm not really sure. But I've had to kind of let it go. And I guess, in a way, I hope she's behind me. You know, I hope she's with me. And yeah, Struggle Bus was her. That's where I got that, because she always talked about she was on the Struggle Bus.
Yeah.
And yeah. Anyway, I didn't know that was gonna happen. But you know, that's life.
Yeah.
That's life, and I would really hope that her being in my life enriched it and is helping me progress somehow. Because she was so full of life, and she was such a spunky spark. Like, I used to call her a firecracker. And unfortunately, this world ends too soon for people like that in general. So I kind of feel a little lucky that I do get depressed in some way.
Yeah.
It keeps me humble, and it keeps me real, and I think that's what's missing a lot with a lot of people. They ignore things. They try to act fake. They try to act like somebody they're not. And I'm not. I can't do that.
Yeah. Okay. Start.
Okay. This painting is based on one trip to the Mobile, oh gosh, what is it, sailboat club, something or another. And anyway, a friend of mine took me on my very first sailing trip with no motor on this little bitty sailboat. And I took like 92 pictures before we ever got out of the pass. And I just absorbed everything. Probably drove him crazy, because I was supposed to be pulling this rope and helping us get out of the pass, but I was really just taken with the scenery, as you could tell. But anyway, this is many of those pictures put together, my version of what I wanted it to be.
Yes.
And just recently I added this lady right here, who is, she's completely out of scale on purpose. And I just think this is kind of my new thing, and I don't really like to tell people how to think about my paintings, but in my mind, she's kind of like Mother Earth, and that little baby is, it's us, it's humankind. Yeah. And I was actually looking up today, I was going to look up an olive branch, like and so her arm is too long, and the baby's arm is too long. So I'm going to put a little olive branch in between there, which kind of goes towards that narrative that I was talking about. Yeah. But in general, I want people to get whatever they want out of that. I think it's a beautiful sunrise. Yeah, it's beautiful. And I love boats, and I love nautical stuff. And yeah, it was just me. It's really a good representation of how I will use photos. Yeah. And just make it what you want it. Make it what you want it. That's what's great about painting, is you don't have to do it exactly as it was. And that's what I like a lot of. I do a lot with the Depression era photos and like things that used to be there, like buildings that used to be there, or parts of history that aren't there anymore. I think that's really got more heart to it than a bunch of crap that's happened nowadays. And actually just having people gathered together and just real things. Yeah. Like, I think I've never painted anybody on their phone. You know, like everybody walks around on their phone now, or with the, I gotta show you something about this interview. I can't put them in there. You know what I mean? I see it too much. Really, like, with concerts and stuff now, this kills me. All these people go to a concert and then they're sitting there with their phone. They don't even enjoy the moment. They're killing everybody else's moment. How many times are they going to look at that video? I mean, when they could have just been in the moment and saw what was
It's
going
like
on.
these phones are so slowly sucking the life out of us. I drew a picture about it. I'm gonna show it to you. It's on
Taking the
TikTok.
human out of human every day.
And then I said on my artwork, if the aliens wanted to abduct us, they can use our own devices against us. Our phones.
Yeah. Oh,
I put
well,
that in the
they're already
contest.
tracking what are you into, what are you doing, what are
Yep.
you buying, and it's yet again back to AI, back to let's take the people out of it, and that's a problem. That's taking the heart out of everything for sure.
Yep.
So I think my art does the opposite. It's putting the heart back in it. It's making you think and reflect on something in your life.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that's why a lot of people really.
I like them two people down there on the boat.
These guys.
The guys down there.
Oh,
Them
these.
little bitty look like
Yeah.
surfs or whatever, but okay. It looks good. It's all beautiful, girl.
I really want to do prints of that one.
You need to. It's beautiful.
I want to do prints of this one too. Yeah. I wish
Well,
I would have found my sweatshirt. I'll come up with that.
You should. It's beautiful. All of it.
Thank you.
I want you to explain this one over here though, because it looks. You said it ain't finished, but I think it's finished. It looks good.
This one?
Yeah, this one's over here.
Well, this is me just being in my own bubble. I was watching the news here recently, and they're all about the Blue Angels, and everybody loves to go see the Blue Angels.
Yeah.
And so I was just like, you know what, I'm going to do something with the Blue Angels. And that was just me doing my little version of something.
Ooh, somebody probably gonna buy this. Somebody probably gonna contact you and buy this. Cause I'm telling you, I work down there where the Blue Rangers be. People be lined up. It be so packed that you have to leave early in order to get to your job. There be so many people out there want to see Blue Angels.
I'm not a fan of standing out in the hot sun
Me
all
either.
day, so
But I have to work, so
I could, and it's only the hot sun that takes me. I can't sit there and do it, but I can paint them, you know. So yeah, and you can still see some of this was a paint over on some kind of general print or something. So no, I'm gonna have to keep going until you can't see that. But it is coming.
She claims
along.
she's not finished, but it looks finished to me.
Thank you, thank you.
Beautiful.
It's going, it's going. I've got a lot of nice little couples and little groups, and I'm gonna try to like work on them some more. So basically, anybody that looks at it is gonna be able to pick their self in there somehow or another, or their kid, or you know something.
So what you're saying is you're gonna just add more people into it, and then it'll be finished, or you gonna add some more in the sky too?
Well, I just debated those little clouds. What is it? Chemtrail, not the chemtrail, whatever it is they put out. I had just, I had that everywhere, and it just looked like somebody had scribbled all over it. And being that I haven't been to the Blue Angel thing, I asked several people's opinion, so I got those out of there. And you know, I'm trying to go somewhat realistic.
Okay.
And yeah, I think it's getting there. It's just not finished yet.
It's not finished yet. Okay. Well, it's beautiful. Well, what about?
you.
See, I'm trying to explore all your art. You know what I'm saying, so they can see everything.
This is a little church in Bon Secure, right down the road from the restaurant in the Tin Top. And it is probably one of the oldest churches, I wish I knew the name of it, in Alabama. And everybody since I painted it sees their old church in it. Everybody. So this, I like this because this is an actual place, and it's giving respect to that kind of forgotten church. Yeah. And I've been doing some really bright colors, some bright contrast.
It's beautiful.
Thank you, thank you. This, you want to
Trying
do
to
that
explore
one?
that one. Yeah.
This I just pulled out of the shed. It's dirty.
But it looks good though. I
Well,
was checking it out.
This was,
I love art. So
this was from one trip that I took to Savannah. And
that's how
I
it
was
looks.
really impressed by there's like, I guess it's an intercoastal canal, and those huge ships just come right by where all these people are sitting and walking. and I just loved it. It resonated with me. So, and I'm not done with it either. I just quit on it years ago.
Well, it still look good.
It's coming, yeah. I mean, and I actually, that was me a long time ago, and that was my friend Trace.
That was you.
Yeah, I put me in there.
Oh.
Anyway.
Okay.
Those were the days. Yeah. Well, maybe. So you're gonna get it all together, and then you're gonna put it on YouTube.
Yeah, I got a YouTube.
YouTube.
I really like to shop around the other places, you know, first. Then put on YouTube. But I probably put on YouTube. That way, you know, you have people that might want to see it. They can go on there and then tell them subscribe. Then
I've not posted anything on YouTube yet,
Yeah.
but I did get one, and it's under Struggle Bus Creations, just like TikTok. And I've only posted like 3 things on TikTok, and it's basically because I don't. Really,
you just want to be creative. You don't want to have to deal with all that.
It makes me uncomfortable, but
Yeah.
I'm getting better. I'm getting more used to it, and I think maybe it's like a thing. I didn't think I was worthy enough, but if you watch enough YouTube and stuff, you realize anybody puts any damn thing on
Yeah.
there. So why is mine not worthy?
You're just as worthy as anybody else.
Yeah, yeah. It's all about my mindset, you know, and
My mind do that too. My mind be like, you don't know what you're doing this for. You ain't gonna get no support, and you know.
well,
but
it
I
just
still
sort of says you're not good enough. So, yeah. Well, that singing thing, I'm not lying. Especially when I first started singing.
You want to sing right now? Acapella?
No.
Oh, you camera shy.
Maybe in the future.
Okay. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, very nice. Okay.
We'll do it all at once. If I can find the lights, we'll start back here, and I'll walk.
Oh, you
up.
got some artwork back there?
Well, it starts here, and then I'll just tell you about each one, and we'll walk up.
Okay,
But,
let's go.
Now, I don't want to do this stuff. He comes Thursdays.
Oh, I definitely would want to interview him.
Okay. Anyway.
Okay.
Hey, we're here at Hunter's Run, where I have some artwork hanging in Monroeville. This is what I call the Harriet II. That's a painting of the faux steamboat in Montgomery. It was fun. I wrote on it. I enjoyed it. Called faux because I was very disappointed it's not really a steamboat, you know.
Yeah.
But anyway, you could zoom in on that however you want. But that is an example of one of my recycled pieces, which I do often, and that's a door panel from an old door.
Oh, that's a door panel? Okay, you took it and made something out of it.
A very old door, yeah. So now we'll go down here, and for some reason, I just get really inspired at the tire store. I don't know why, but this is our local tire guy, Charlie McNance, and I just love him. And this is not my only painting of him, but I love it.
It's beautiful.
He's always smoking a cigar. But just so photogenic.
Yeah.
And the Sprite machine, I mean, it just looks killer somehow. Anyway, that's acrylic and oil on canvas. Okay, on this side, this is one I'm really, really proud of. And I made that backing, and it soaked up a lot of paint out of fabric. But this is from my one trip on a sailboat.
Okay.
And I call it Bird's Eye View.
Okay.
Because of this guy right here. It's a good one. I want to do prints of it.
Well, you should. It's beautiful.
And this is where I'm trying to brand myself. I call him Tarnished. and that's the original one. I'm putting him on apparel and cards, and I want to sell prints, and I just love him.
Okay.
And then, okay, here's another recycled. It's definitely had a rough life, but that's also a door panel. I call that To the Deep, and it is an oil painting.
Yes.
And I love the way the wood shows through. I love the way it's just not perfect at all, and I think it's beautiful like that.
Okay.
Okay, and then this one actually just won an award in a showing in Camden.
Ooh.
And this is a actual store in Burnt Corn, Alabama, and I think a guy named Sam owned it. But it's super duper bright, and it looked like it needed to be painted. And I don't even think I got the color bright enough. I mean, that thing pops.
Okay, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
And that's it. That's what I have hanging here at Hunter's Run.
Well, you got some beautiful work.
Thank you.
Love it.